University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, we've seen the team from Worcester College, Oxford, become the first to qualify for the semi-finals by winning the required 2 quarter-final matches. They'll be joined by whichever team wins tonight because both of them have already one quarter-final win behind them. The losers will play again and get one final opportunity to go through. Now, the team from Pembroke College, Cambridge, arrived here by beating St Anne's College, Oxford in the first round, Nottingham University in round 2 and then Balliol College, Oxford in their first quarter-final. Their simple but effective strategy was the same on each occasion. Build up a strong lead from the word go and hang on to it until the gong. With an average age of 20, let's meet the Pembroke team for the 4th time.
Hello, my name's Edward Banks. I'm from Sevenoaks in Kent and I'm reading English.
Hi, I'm Ben Pugh. I'm from North London and I'm reading German and Russian.
And their captain?
Hello, I'm Vivek Mukherjee. I'm from Canterbury in Kent and I'm reading economics.
Hi, I'm Imogen Gold. I'm from London and I'm reading engineering.
Now, Clare College, Cambridge scraped a win against Worcester College, Oxford by only 10 points in the first round, then pounded Leeds University mercilessly in round 2, coming away with a winning margin of 255. They then beat Homerton College, Cambridge in their first quarter-final, despite trailing until the last stages of the match. With an average age of just over 20, let's meet the Clare team again.
Hi, my name's Chris Chow. I'm from Abingdon in Oxfordshire and I'm reading mathematics.
Hi, I'm Daniel James. I'm from East London and I'm studying history.
And their captain?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Burley from Bourne End in Buckinghamshire and I'm reading physics.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Foxwell from Farnham in Surrey and I'm reading natural sciences.
OK, the rules are the same as ever, so fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. Who stood as the Conservative candidate for the safe Labour seat of Dartford at the general elections of 1950 and 51 before being elected to Parliament?
Pembroke Pugh.
Margaret Thatcher.
Correct. Your bonuses are on a country Pembroke College. Mario Vargas Llosa, the winner of the 2010 Nobel Prize for Literature, stood for the presidency of which country, his birthplace, in 1990?
Peru.
Correct. Jorge Chavez Airport in Lima is named after the pilot who in 1910 flew from Brig to Domodossola over the Simplon Pass, making the first air crossing of which mountains?
The Alps. I'm thinking the Alps.
Where were they saying?
It's in...
I'm thinking the Alps.
Could be the Alps.
Alps?
Correct. Although known by an English name following his arrival in London, which figure in children's fiction was known as Pastuso in his native Peru?
Paddington Bear. Paddington Bear.
Yes. 10 points for this. What initial 3 letters link a city in North China that was destroyed by an earthquake in 1976, the lake in Ethiopia that's the source...
Is it TIA?
No. Next time, if you buzz, you must answer straight away, but I'm afraid you do get the 5-point penalty anyway. The lake in Ethiopia that is the source of the Blue Nile and a seaport in northern Morocco that gives its name to a small...
Pembroke Mukherjee.
TAN.
TAN is correct, yes. Right, these bonuses this time are on the humours. A choleretic increases the secretion of what fluid from the liver? It was one of the 4 humours of early physiology and when yellow was commonly called choler.
Bile.
Correct. Which of the 4 humours characterised as cold and moist was a secretion of the mucous membrane and is the source of an adjective meaning calm and imperturbable?
Phlegm.
Correct. Meaning hopeful or confident. What adjective is derived from the name given to the complexion or humour that was dominated by blood?
I think sanguine. Yeah.
Sanguine.
Correct. Another starter question. Quote, dry, obscure, contrary to all ordinary ideas and prolix to boot. These are the words of which German philosopher describing his own work of 1781, The Critique of Pure Reason?
Pembroke Pugh.
Immanuel Kant.
Correct. Your bonus is this time Pembroke College are on Parliament. Usually a Member of Parliament, the holder of which office is the government's principal legal adviser, the role involving civil law functions and final responsibility for criminal law?
Attorney General.
Correct. Dating to 1415, which officer ensures the order and security of the House of Commons and is the only person allowed to carry a sword there?
Is it Black Rod or something?
Black Rod.
No, it's the Sergeant-at-Arms. The holder of which office acts as custodian of the Great Seal of the Realm and is the Secretary of State for Justice?
What is it? I don't know who it is. What?
I don't know. Lord Chancellor?
Correct.
Yeah.
10 points for this starter question. Coined in 1777 by the Scottish physician William Cullen, what familiar but imprecise term describes a relatively mild mental disorder characterised by anxiety, depression or irrational fears, but without psychotic symptoms such as delusions?
Clare James.
Psychosomatic.
No. Anyone like to buzz from Pembroke College?
Pembroke Pew.
Sociopathic.
No, it's neurosis. 10 points for this. Quote, a game which the English, not being a spiritual people, have invented in order to give themselves some conception of eternity.
Pembroke Gold.
Cricket.
Yes. Broad Mancroft's description. Your bonuses this time, Pembroke College, are on an element. On what would have been his 537th birthday, the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry confirmed on February the 19th, 2010, that element number 112 had been named after which scientist?
Nicholas Copernicus, I think.
Copernicus.
Correct. As element number 112, Copernicium was made by fusing isotopes of which two familiar metallic elements with atomic numbers 30 and 82?
82 is gold. What's 30?
Iron, maybe?
Iron and gold?
No, it's zinc and lead. Copernicium was discovered at the Helmholtz Center in Darmstadt in Germany, which had also isolated the previous 5 new elements, numbers 107 to 111. 5 points if you can name 2 of them.
Meitnerium and Seaborgium. Do you want to
Nominate Pew.
And Meitnerium and Seaborgium.
No, it's borium, hassium, meitnerium, darmstadtium and roentgenium. Right, we're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you will see the first 8 positions in the American presidential line of succession as outlined in the Presidential Succession Act of 1947. 10 points if you can give me the office that's missing.
Pembroke Pew.
Speaker of the House.
Speaker of the House of Representatives is right. The second in line. So your picture bonuses are 3 photographs of recent speakers of the US House of Representatives. 5 points for each speaker you can name. Firstly?
Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi.
Correct. Secondly?
Tom Foley, it might be. I think his name's
Tom Foley.
Yeah, good.
Tom Foley.
No, that's Tip O'Neill. And finally?
That's John Boehner.
Yeah, John Boehner.
Yeah, Boehner.
That's correct, yes. Same person. 10 points for this. The Roman Catholic Basilica of Our Lady of Peace, said to be the world's largest Christian church, is located in the official capital...
Pembroke Mukherjee.
Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast is right, yes. Your bonuses, Pembroke College, are on fictional books this time. Which animated television series has featured books entitled Great Machete Battles, Zap Brannigan's Big Book of War, and Harry Potter and the Balance of Earth by Al Gore?
Futurama.
Correct. Ethel the Aardvark goes quantity surveying, and 30 Days in the Samarkand Desert with the Duchess of Kent are fictional titles in variations of a sketch devised by which BBC comedy team?
Comedy team. Maybe the 2 Ronnies, do you think?
2 Ronnies?
No, it's Monty Python. Okay. And finally, Stu the Cockatoo is New at the Zoo by Sarah Carpenter is used by Sheldon Cooper as a guide to creating a flowchart in which US sitcom?
The Big Bang Theory.
Correct. 10 points for this. Used from the Middle Ages to refer to the Eastern Mediterranean and after the First World War to denote the French mandates of Syria and Lebanon, what short term is the present participle of the French verb meaning to rise?
Pembroke Banks.
Levant.
Levant is correct, yes. Your bonuses this time, Pembroke College, are on a name. Used by Pliny the Elder and the Venerable Bede, what ancient name for Britain is traditionally thought to have been derived from the Latin for white in allusion to the cliffs visible from the coast of Gaul?
Alba?
Albion.
Albion, yeah.
No, I'm afraid I had to take your first answer, and it's Albion. Alba was just the northern part of Britain. Secondly, the emanation of the giant Albion is the subtitle of which poem written and engraved by William Blake in the early 19th century?
It might be the... tiger one? No, it's not Tiger. Maybe The Marriage of Good and Evil, maybe.
Marriage of Good and Evil?
No, it's Jerusalem. What adjective was applied originally in French to Albion by the Marquis de Ximenez in a poem of 1793 and later by Napoleon when he departed for exile on St. Helena?
Perfidious. Perfidious?
Correct. Another starter question now. Sometimes called suicide bags because of their roles in apoptosis.
Clare Foxwell.
Lysosomes.
Correct. Right, your first set of bonuses are on hexagons. What natural product consists of a vertical lattice of rhombic decahedra with a hexagonal cross-section at the open end and walls less than 0.1 millimetre thick?
Carbon nanotubes.
No, it's honeycomb. What name is given to the concept introduced by Linus Pauling in 1931 to explain why a benzene molecule is a regular hexagon with 6 carbon-carbon bonds of equal length?
No, what's the other term? Delocalization.
Oh, yeah. Delocalization.
No, it's resonance theory. And finally, the earliest known paper to conjecture on the hexagonal structure of the snowflake, the 1611 essay entitled On the Six-Cornered Snowflake, was the work of which German astronomer?
Kepler.
Kepler's right. 10 points for this. Listen carefully, answer as soon as you buzz. If the numbers from 1 to 100 are written in words and placed in alphabetical order, the first is 8, the second is 18, the 50th is 1. What number is the 100th and last?
Claire James.
97.
Nope.
Pembroke Banks.
77?
No, it's